And I can say that that changed the course of my life, because there I was really introduced to real alpinism. I had done a little rock climbing before as a kid, but that's where I learned about climbing mountains in the traditional sense. Well, I was in Slovenia in 1988 and 1989, and then as a member of the Alpine Club of Slovenia, I could apply to go to on an expedition with the Alpine Club of Slovenia. And in 1990, they had one of the members of the club I was from in Maribor. They put together, this guy Tone Golnar, he put together an expedition to Nanga Parbat in 1990, and I applied, and I'll talk about that a little bit in my presentation tonight. But I was accepted to go, and that was my first trip to the Himalaya. The first impression I had, I can remember, was when it was a big expedition. So there's like 18 of us and a couple of trekkers, and we were going up the Indus River in a big bus. And we'd been driving all night, and a few of us had crawled out of the side of the bus and were sleeping on the luggage on the top. And the bus goes, of course, very slowly, going up this old Karakoram highway. And in the morning, it started to get light, and we could see the Nanga Parbat, and it was just, it was unbelievable. It was so big and so far away. It seemed like, a heaven or something. It was something you couldn't imagine ever climbing. It was so big. I think that after climbing Nanga Parbat in 2005, there's still some really interesting routes that I would like to try to open on 8,000 meter peaks, but those also aren't the only peaks I'm interested in. There's a lot of beautiful mountains in the world, and to me it's not so important what their altitude is. It's more to match what I see in the mountain and what I want to express personally with the climbing, and also where I am in my own development physically and mentally that manifests itself as a route, if that makes sense. You know, on the first expedition in 1990 on Nanga Parbat, it was like this sort of classical expedition where we fixed ropes and we fixed camps, and at the end we left all those things there, and that was really surprising to me, and it just seemed wrong. I got one other guy to go up with me, and we took down everything we could from the first camp because it just didn't seem right to leave all that stuff in these beautiful mountains. And that was really the last time I did an expedition in that style, and it was a lot because to me personally, it just didn't feel like the way I wanted to treat the mountains, which are to me a real special place, also kind of a spiritual home, and a place where I have some of my best days of my life, and I just want to treat those places with respect. Of course, I would like that to become what everybody believes, because that's my opinion. But I think that I don't know what the odds are, what the chances are, but I think if people don't start to treat the mountains with more respect, then I think it's going to be more and more obvious how ugly it is to leave all our garbage and our ropes and our camps and everything up there, and then you come to a camp and it's just full of trash from the last 50 years of alpinism. And if you extrapolate that to 100 years of climbing, or 200 years of climbing, or 500 years, what are those camps on 8,000 meter peaks going to look like 100 or 200 or 300 years from now? They're going to be disgusting. And hopefully at some point we only have these one mountain. We only have the mountains we have, so we have to take care of them and respect them and clean them up and leave them like we want to find them ourselves.